Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I was thinking of doing recycled Christmas cards again because I know so many of you love it. However, the last time I did it, which was last week, it brought in some snow. It snowed over here the next day, so I'm not doing recycled Christmas right now until I know for sure that it's not gonna snow again. Oh man, that was ironic. So today I decided, because Mother's Day is coming in North America, that it might be fun to make some more feminine card. And I have pulled out some cards here and things that I can recycle. And I have a bunch of cards that came in a kit. And I thought maybe I could use some of those with some backing and make something out of it and get them used up. So we're gonna start the timer and we're gonna get going. So for this one, I'm thinking of, obviously, these are gift tags. What's fun with them is that they're already, you know, small and good, except that you've got this little edge. So I'm gonna be cutting around that little edge just to make sure that it's not showing that it was torn from wherever. Plus, anyway, I need to cut it on this side because obviously I'm not gonna fold it into a little card. And I'm not even with the other side, so we're gonna cut it like this. Okay, so there's a little hole here where you would put the, but I figure we can probably hide that with a sentiment or with an embellishment, or maybe it's not even gonna show because it's kind of really discreet. Like, I'm wearing my glasses and that's why I'm seeing it, but if I was looking at it quickly, I don't think I would have realized that it was there. So now, let's pull out the cards that could go with this, maybe. And then we can decide which one we want to use for this. So I'm pulling colors that kind of go with the picture. Maybe some are far-fetched, but still. And then we can kind of decide where it would be best to put it. It's kind of pretty. This would be pretty as well. This I find is a bit intense. So I guess it depends on what. This would be very pretty too. It really depends on the paper that we use for underneath it. So I pulled out my bin of scraps. It's right next to me. And I figured that we could use some of those scraps to make the cards and use them up. Okay. I need kind of a square or something of the kind. This could be pretty because it has, and I'm sorry about my inky fingers, I did my 30 inks and yeah, that's what happens. So this could be pretty because it has the little orangey color right there. And I know that you guys might feel that you're a bit far, but at the same time, if I bring you down closer, I might not be into frame. So hopefully I'm gonna stay in frame, but there's no guarantee ever when I'm bringing you down. Don't do it on purpose. It's just, once you get into the zone and you're creating, it's kind of hard to stop and check the camera. This would be just the right size. And I wouldn't be wasting any more paper. I could actually cut this off and put a little hello or something. So maybe that one would be a winner. There's that. Obviously that would have worked like for on that, but I don't know. Something tells me like this is a little piece that's obviously is not going to be doing much if I don't use it for some project that really requires a small little piece. Whoops. If I was to do that, maybe I can cut this down just a tad more. I could actually remove the entire frame if I wanted to, but I kind of like the idea of having the white. I might end up removing everything. Who knows? Would this work? It's lopsided. Okay, so let's there's too much white on some of the other side versus this little side. Is this better? A little bit. It's a lot of playing around when you finish a card like that. I kind of like that though. Now I'm wondering, what do I have? Pretty sure I had some sentiments that I had printed that said hello, maybe. Where are they? Yeah, I've got them. So you can find these in my Etsy store, and I'm wondering if I could use this little one. These could be made for anybody, for women. Oh, this is not going to work. It's too small and I'm going to cut it all wrong. So let's just eyeball this. So you can find these in my Etsy store. They're digital downloads, and what's fun about them is you can reprint them as many times as you want, and makes it for fast sentiments without the mess of having to actually stamp anything. Okay, so I like that, but I'm thinking that maybe it needs a little bling or something. And I put my cart the opposite way of what I needed for the bling. Typical. Okay, so pull out the bling. Wasn't sure I wanted bling, but I think I do now, because I need to kind of offset the fact that it has these two holes next to one another. These could be pretty. I think I'm going to use one of those. Okay, so we're going to use, and this, let's use it on that side because that side has a little dot. And I'm so happy to be using this. Okay, so let's close this off before I do anything else, so I can kind of make sure I'm in center. Kind of. And put this on here. I'm going to put it higher than I had originally put it because I want to be able to put my sentiment. And of course, something happens with my tape. Doesn't seem to be finished yet, but it's coming. Okay, so put this over here and put this over here, and we've got a little card. Oops. I think it's really bright, cheerful, and obviously you could put whatever sentiment you want depending on what you're doing. I obviously can't use a ton of cards, so I'm gonna try to make some that are more general, and I can use them with sending some of my orders for Etsy. So I always use a little card with them. Always send a little word. Strange, it feels like this one is more square than that one. Yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm not going crazy. It is more square. Okay, so I'm thinking this one might be really pretty on this one. Could be pretty on that. Also have this. And I have these two that might work as well. That's sweet. This one I feel is more general. I could use probably more stuff with it, so I'm not gonna use it for this. So those are the contenders. Okay, I don't like that one. Now, okay, so it's gonna depend on whatever cardstock I find to use with it. I think I prefer it on that one. Okay, so this one we're going to make it bigger just because it's going to be easier to put my little sentiment. I have more choice of the bigger words. Plus, I'm using a bigger piece of the cardstock, which is good because I need to use it up. Okay, so we could put it that way. But I don't know. I think I prefer it this way. And let's use this one. Actually, let's use this one here because it's already cut in smaller piece. Okay, so like that. I'm wondering if I can line it up with something else. Could be pretty possibly with a color that would go with this. It needs to be a squarish shape. That's my biggest issue. Or maybe this. I like that pop of red just because there is red in the flowers, and I find that it adds a little bit of extra to the card. Doesn't make it as bleh. If that's that can be explained that way. Oh man, my language skills sometimes. Okay, so put that there. I'm gonna center it. And then I can put this, and I can put that. Could add ribbon if we wanted to, but I really don't feel like putting that much ribbon. Now I'm wondering if I off-center this so that I've got a bigger space and I could put a little flower or something. Because I have a flower or something bigger. Like one of those little blings. Or a flower. Where's the flower? Where's my flowers? Oh, there they are. I was thinking one of these, maybe. I was thinking it might be big. Let's just see. Actually, I kind of like it. So, I'm gonna go for it. Whoops. It's gonna go right over here. And I get to use stuff that I've had in my stash for a long time. And whoops, here we go. So second card done. Woohoo! Now for the next one. It's this cute little soft flower. And I don't use tags anymore much, so it's a great way of using these little tags that otherwise would not get used up. Okay, so let's pull out some possible contenders. No, it's a bit much, but it could be pretty. This is it would really depend on the background. These are the right colors, honestly. Man, this is gonna be hard. Okay, this, no, it's too bright. I'm digging this color because it's got all the colors of the flower, like it really does. So let's see what we can do about this. Can we use like a whole strip? Maybe, possibly, that could be a thing. Whoops. Whoops, whoops. Okay, so if I was to do that, bring some of the softness to this. Now I'm actually throwing away this little piece, telling you guys it's going in the bin, and I'm not gonna pick it up. Maybe not. Who knows? Everything is possible. Well, that could have been pretty too, but no, that's not what I was going for. Okay, so we're back to trying to find the perfect, no. No. What do I want to bring in as a color? Do I want to do that? Do I? This is throwing me off because it's so long. And let's cut it like that. And let's fold this because that will help as well visually to see what I'm looking at. So we're using that and then aligning this and doing that. And then, oh, I'm sorry if you're hearing something. I'm gonna be right back in 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to go and tell my 20-year-old son that I don't want him swearing. I do not appreciate swearing. And usually my kids are pretty good about it, but sometimes they do it. I think I'm gonna put the sentiment right there. I'm not sure that I'm gonna line it up because I don't have enough of that because it was the little pieces and I got rid of it. And I think the white directly might be fun. So let's see. So put that right there, and then I love that I'm using these card base. Because I wasn't doing anything with them. So it's nice to use them up. Now I'm having I'm doubting myself. No, I'm gonna go for it. It's gonna stay there. Now, do I want to add anything else? I do have little strips of stones. I had some in silver. That might be nice. I have some in these colors, but that's not really boo-boo. Oh, there are the silver ones. So I want to put like a little strip right here. Maybe. I mean, worst that's gonna happen, I'm not gonna like it and I'm gonna remove it. So it would be all the way to here. And these I got at the dollar store. They were for cell phones, I think, to embellish your cell phones. I got them forever ago. I'm not sure that they still sell them, but you know, I've used them in so many projects. Yeah, I like it. I think it adds that little sparkle that was missing. Okay, and everything looks better with some sparkle, because that's how I roll. Now, I'm thinking that we could probably do 2 cards with this if we remove the frame. And we cut it down into 2 parts. Into 2 parts. So I'm going to remove some of that blue because it seems a bit excessive that there's so much. I'm going to remove some of that top as well to better frame it. Okay, so we need 2 card base. So, that could be a good one for sure. This one is, I would have to hide the whole thing. That's the thing. But, you know, like, when am I actually going to use a rain cloud? Ever. That could be a contender. Same thing with this one. I could cover because, I mean, let's be honest, this here is not speaking to me. And I think that would be the end of that. This one, there'd be still too much showing. Okay, so this one for sure I think would be very pretty and very easy to do. Either one of these would work, but probably more the pale one. So let's use that one. Okay, so like so. Okay, so we're gonna finish those two cards and then we'll call it this a day. Okay, so I do have this here that I could use. It's too bad that it's not long enough. Just missing a tiny bit. Could go with blue, pale blue, or we could go with, no, that's too pale, it's not gonna work. I was thinking like this maybe. Try to cut some of this off and see how that would work. Okay, so this is too small. I'll go into the bin. This could be pretty, but it's missing something. And then, could we use this with that one? It'd be fun to use what I have left. Like being able to use up all those small pieces. If I was to do that, I think I like it kind of like that, or like at the bottom. Now let's see if we can find a blue to complement this. This dark blue. So how about doing that? Now I'm feeling it. I'm needing some pink. Oh, but I do have a bit of pink. Oh shoot, it's just a tiny bit. If this would work, be very cool to use up, whoops, use up still a tiny bit. Okay, so this in the bin. I think I could off-center it because there's a lot of pink on this side. The blue is mostly on that side, so I put it like this, then the pink goes on the blue and the blue goes on the pink, so it kind of works. At least I think it works, and that's okay because it's my cards, right? So it's only me that has to be happy with them. Hopefully the person that will be getting it will be happy too, but the point is, this is done for me. So if I do that, and then this, and then that, how about that? Like that. I like that a lot. So this will become a card. Oh, no, 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 no. The moment you put it down and you realize that you're a little bit off the item that you want to cover. So technically this is off center, but doesn't matter. Whoops, this is not the right piece. And I'm gonna run out of tape. Typical, typical. Well, I'm gonna use my Suquan tape because I don't want to start another roll. I'm almost finished. And this will do. Okay, so put that over here. And then do this. And put it just like that. And then do I put a strip of this? Yeah, I think we've got a card that's finished. Okay, so now we've got one last one. I still have some of this. My only problem is the space here. I find that this is a bit thin. Kind of like that, but what do I do with my two spaces? Do I put bling and bling? Would that work? Hey, why not? Ah, I forgot. So we're just gonna go for it. I mean, the worst that's gonna happen, I'm not gonna like it. And it's gonna go in the recycling bin. But I have a feeling that it might work. So okay, so put this like so, and then I'm pretty happy with the cards I made. I hope that you've enjoyed the process. I know you like when I'm recycling cards and stuff instead of just using new material. So hopefully this is going to be inspiring to you guys. Okay, so there's cat hair everywhere. Oops. Here we go. And do I put, no, I think I'm going to leave it like that. So that will be the end of today's cards. I hope that you've liked them. We finally made 5, which is pretty good. It wasn't always easy to figure out, especially with the background. Like, they're not necessarily backgrounds I would have chosen. I don't really get why they were part of the kit, but anyway, now we've used them up and I think they turned out pretty cool. So let me know which one you preferred, and is it combinations that you liked or that you thought, oh my god, she's nuts. I'm good with that too. It's a question of opinion and it's all good. I don't you know, everybody's got their taste, and I'm good with that. So don't hesitate if you want to say, well, no, I didn't like any of them. That's okay too. So sending you guys lots of love, stay safe, and see you guys soon. Bye!